Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Show him how to catch fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Respected judges, esteemed members of the teaching fraternity, elders, and my dear fellow participants from various schools, a very good morning to you all. I'm extremely privileged to stand before you this very fine morning to talk about the topic, is primary and secondary education based on learning from books, or is it also imparting practical knowledge? What changes would you like in the present-day teaching methods? Well, primary and secondary education has always been the foundation, cornerstone, and the stepping stone for all future success in institutions of centers of excellence, outstanding careers in the corporate world, and life in general. I believe that our primary and secondary education in its present format is more based on learning from books at the cost of more relevant practical knowledge. Let me substantiate my stand with the following points. India is in a skill emergency. Out of the 14 million students studying in 26,500 institutes of higher education, 58% are unemployable. Western schools encourage independent thought and creativity, while Indian schools practice rigor and hard work. Doctors, psychologists, and behavioral scientists have found out that the stress levels in our Indian students is ever increasing. Unemployability is becoming a larger threat than unemployment in our country. The teachers and parents are caught in the incessant race against time to get the children to score more marks and grades, and in the process end up burning the bright candle at both ends. Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan believed in imbibing values that were relevant to the modern times. Khalil Gibran speaks to a mother in his book The Prophet thus: "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you but not from you, and though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. And it is these thoughts in youngsters like me that should be aroused through creative and practical method of teaching." I wish to state here that I stand for an education system that is perfectly balanced with theory and practice. For practice without theory is like fishing without a hook, and theory without practice is like a book, but in a locked shelf. Let me come to the last part of suggesting changes in the present-day teaching methods. Lord Macaulay wrote to the British Parliament in 1835 that replacing our ancient education system was the only way to conquer our nation. And now, on the 23rd of August 2013, I humbly propose before this august house that we reintroduce those invaluable fundamentals of that very education system which we lost somewhere along the way, which I strongly feel is relevant to the modern times. And they are developing the wholesome personality, low teacher-pupil ratio, each one teach one, respecting the child's personality and creativity, character development, development of civic responsibilities and social values, education for self-sufficiency, teaching through meditation, experiences, question and answers, discourse, lecture discussion, and debate methods. At a time when the communication time between planets is being reduced to seconds, at a time when we are more than 1 billion and still counting, a balanced education system that leads to self-sufficiency, self-reliance, and sustainability alone can trigger the fire and passion in the Indian youth and place us right on top of the world, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Bhuj to Jorat, Wellington to Washington, Ireland to Thailand, and Colombia to Namibia. And as I conclude, I remember the great words said by the great Rabindranath Tagore: "Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake." Seeking the blessings of all the teachers present here, I conclude. Thank you.